If you're like me and never go on vacation without some type of project to work on, stay tuned. I'm going to be sharing all of my cross-stitch travel essentials. Hey everyone, I'm Jackie from Adam Hart Cross Stitch, and I am going to be packing my bags because I'm going on vacation. Now, I don't know what it is, but for some reason, in all of the years that I have been posting cross stitch content online, I always tend to post like short little videos here and there whenever I am packing my travel bag. And for whatever reason, they always tend to go off. Like they will go super duper viral. So I figure I may as well bring you all along with me as I pack my travel bag. I really haven't yet decided what I want to work on this upcoming trip. I think I might be packing some new projects, maybe. But I do have a lot of little accessories and tips and tricks that I always like to share. So let's go ahead and get my travel bag packed. So the first and hardest part of packing my travel bag is deciding what I want to work on. Now, I don't have a whole lot to finish on Floral Dream, so I think I'm going to go ahead and bring her. She's nice and compact enough that I feel like it's easy to travel with. And sometimes I do really prefer paper patterns when I'm traveling. It's just one less electronic thing to bring along by needing to bring a tablet. So I do tend to bring patterns that are paper. All right, so I will also put my floss in here. I do like to use either a highlighter or a pencil for marking my paper patterns. I'm gonna go ahead, stick this highlighter in one of these pockets back here. Let's see what I have in terms of needles. That seems like plenty. This is a Snag Nabbit tool. These are fantastic, but I'm going to double check the requirements for traveling with needles, but this one's pretty long, so I probably won't bring this. I am going to also be bringing some needlepoint with me, so I'm just going to grab an extra larger needle to throw in there. And then a pair of scissors. Obviously, these are teeny tiny snips. Whenever I post these videos about traveling, I get so many comments of people swearing up and down that you cannot bring scissors or needles on a plane. I'm going to put the TSA guidelines up right here. Granted, this is for domestic travel in the United States. If you're traveling internationally or you live somewhere else, this might not apply. But yes, you are technically allowed to travel with these. Is there a chance maybe you get a grumpy agent who confiscates it? Sure, maybe, but those are the guidelines. Okay, so that's project one. I am also going to take a small Q-snap. I can fit that in there as well. Now the other thing I just want to throw in here, this is a black work design. I did dye this piece of fabric myself. This is called, I think, Poppies, and it's from Soda Stitch Designs over on Etsy. So I feel like I've only worked on this when I'm traveling. And that's because it's easy. It's a paper pattern. It's pretty straightforward, and it's just a single color. So this is easy to travel with. I think all I have left to do is this small section here. So I am also going to bring this in hopes that I can just get it done finally. So I have my floss for that. And then this is embarrassing. This is like all the pieces of the paper pattern. I'm gonna just throw that back there as well. I have these absolutely adorable canvases from House of Toots. I feel like traveling with needlepoint is going to be so nice and easy, obviously, because there's no pattern to reference. So what I'm going to do is see if I can kit these up from what I have at home. This is 18 mesh. You could definitely use DMC embroidery floss. I do really like working with pearl cotton. I don't have all the colors at home, but I think I have enough that I could kit these up. So I'm going to go through all my pearl cotton that I have and see if I can pull all the colors I need so that I can bring these with me as well. So let's start with our thread chicken. For sure, I know I have the black and the white that I need. And I think that's the right reddish color. I think maybe what I'm really going to be missing is a brown that works for this, but I could get like everything else kind of done. I like these for my purples. I think for me, this is the part where I like with cross stitch, just having a straightforward list of what colors I need, because I don't personally love having to try to do the colors myself. A little bit of a brighter green. All right, so I think this works. Again, I don't feel great about the browns. Okay, but that's thread chicken. I think frogget I can definitely make work. That's gonna be the black and white. It's a good gray, right? I think these pinks work. This is definitely the closer color blue, but I just kind of prefer this color, so I will bring them both. I know this one will be my dark green. I think I definitely have enough to just kind of play around with between these. I might not be able to get everything here stitched with the colors I'll be bringing, but I think I'll be able to get at least a majority of both of these done. So I will also go ahead and slide these in. Just to keep these a little bit contained, I'll go ahead and put them in a bag. And then just a few little last things. I've got some needle minders I'm going to pop into my bag. This one is not only a needle minder, but also has a clip so that I can just put my paper patterns directly onto my work as I'm cross stitching. So I'm going to throw those in the back pocket there. And then the last most important thing is a little book light. I'm gonna make sure this is fully charged, but I will have a charger with me. This is so handy for stitching on the plane. And this one will basically fit right on the Q-snap, which just makes it really nice when you're working on a plane. It's very, very compact and it just gives you that little bit of extra light that you might need. And that will just go straight in this bag as well. Now, this is not even that large of a bag, and it fit all of that. I have 4 full projects in here, plus some accessories and a Q-snap, and it all fits very comfortably. The other thing I love about this bag is because it has this gusseted bottom, it can sit upright just like that. which is really nice if you need to set your bag like on the floor while you're traveling. You can just kind of have it setting up and then be able to reach in there and grab what you need. So I really like that. So with all of my stitching stuff in one spot, I will then just kind of put this in my backpack along with everything else that I need to travel with. And then when I want to stitch, I just pull this out and I've got everything right there at my fingertips. So that is how I like to pack my travel bag. I love stitching when I'm on a plane. I feel like either that or reading is just the best way to pass the time. If you have any tips or tricks for traveling with your projects or some favorite tools that you like to bring along with you, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear all the tools that you find most useful when you are traveling and bringing your stitching along. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions about anything I covered in the video, please feel free to let me know in the comments. And if you have any tips and tricks when it comes to traveling with your WIPs, please do also let me know in the comments down below. And if you've got some fun travel plans coming up for this summer, I would also love to hear about it in the comments. Thank you again so much for watching. Once again, I'm Jackie from Adam Hart Cross Stitch, and until next time, happy stitching.